roost to go to roost and stuff. So
Hey, Tiny T Prepper here, and I'm with my friend Harold, and he is raising quail and getting quail eggs. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit about what he does here, and it's real interesting. Here's Harold.
well, about a year ago, I decided I wanted to try to raise some of these quail here, and so I bought some eggs and I incubated them, and I put them into the incubator, and we got a friend of mine and I.
So you raise these yourself from eggs?
Yes.
Oh wow.
We got 50 some eggs off the internet, and we raised them, and out of the 50 eggs, we got about 27 or 28 hatched into quail. And I ended up, since we've shared them, I ended up with 6 quail here, and I have 1 male and 5 females, and until just recently, I was getting 5 eggs a day. And just recently, I think because they're molten, now I'm only getting 3. But I love my quail, and I love my quail eggs. I think they're a much richer tasting egg than the chicken egg. It takes about 5 quail eggs to make 1 chicken egg, 1 large chicken egg. But the taste of them, I think, is just really a lot richer and more tasty than the chicken eggs.
Now, could you raise chickens if you wanted to, or?
Here in the city that I live in, you cannot have chickens in your backyard.
Okay.
But they do not tell you can't have quail.
Quails are like having a parakeet or a bird. So okay.
So I have the quail because there's no law against having quail.
Okay.
And they have in New York City. There's places in New York City on the apartment complexes where they allow quail.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you have to feed them or do to care for them? Then it looks like you got them just in bird cages, I guess. There, right?
I just made my cage out of a bird cage. Other people make them out of different things. I just got some really inexpensive bird cages, and I just put them around, and then I built this center sandbox right here for them to go in, so they can eat and play with their sand, and the sand helps their eggs grow.
Oh, okay.
The shells on their eggs. And then in the food, I got my food. I just use regular chick starter grower, and then I mix into the chick starter grower oyster shells.
Okay, and that's for the eggshells.
That's for the eggshells too. Then they eat the oyster shells. It helps grow.
Now, how many of these bags they go through in a week or month?
I've had these since Christmas time.
Okay,
and I've gone through a half a bag of food.
Okay, so that's 3 months and a half a bag.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on each of them, or have you gone
on each of them? Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And you just got play sand.
I just mix them up, and the food I just mix up in like this, so that I have the shells and the food mixed together.
Okay.
Can you see that? Okay. The shells and the food is all mixed together in there.
All right.
And then I just put it into the feeder here.
Okay, so that's a feeder, and then the other one here is for water.
This is feeder, and then over here is the water.
Okay.
And I clean out the water every night, and I feed them when the feed gets down low, so that it doesn't spoil on them. And then
you always put the feed in from the top there. It looks
from
like
the top, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oops.
And I give them fresh sand about every night or every other night. I give them whenever I feel like they need a little bit fresh sand, and they love the sand.
How many minutes do you think it takes you a day to care for them? Or
I would say probably at the most 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Well, okay.
To feed, water, and clean the pens, and then once a week I got to clean these trays out with the with the droppings and stuff in it.
Okay. You can use that like fertilizer in your garden and stuff, right?
Yeah, I've got a little compost back there going that I just put them in there, and if I ever do get a garden, then I'll just put them. I'll compost them up and put them in the garden to help the garden.
Okay. And do you get? You said it takes like 3 of these eggs to make 1 egg, or 4 eggs?
4 to 5.
4 to 5 eggs to make 1 egg.
Quail eggs to make 1 large.
Okay.
Chicken egg.
So with 5 females and 1 male, so you're getting maybe 5 eggs a day, you said, or 3 to 5?
I've been getting.
Do you get enough?
I had been getting 5, but in the last week it's gone down to 3 a day.
So does that mean you don't get enough eggs in to eat, or do you have eggs, plenty of eggs?
I have so many eggs.
Oh, really?
that I have given. Last week I gave away over 100 eggs
Oh wow.
because they just keep coming and
Keep
they
coming,
multiply.
so
they
whether or not you want
multiply
eggs, you
more
get
rabbits.
3 to 5 eggs a day. So
Yeah,
all right.
and I eat the quail eggs constantly. I'm boiling them up, and I'm eating hard-boiled quail eggs all the time.
Okay, so you boil them and fry them too, or
Yeah, I've had fried egg sandwiches with them,
okay.
and I've had scrambled eggs with them.
Do you have some you could show us for the?
Yes, I do have
Okay.
some quail eggs.
By quail. Do you have them named or?
No, I do not.
Now, how long do quails live?
They can live anywhere between 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. Okay.
They lay their eggs about every. I mean, they lay eggs until they're about 2 to 3.
Okay.
2 years, good laying, and then
Well, that's a nice little organization in the ice cube trays. It's cheap.
and it's a way to keep them. This is the older eggs, the newer eggs, and then as I go up, they get newer
okay.
eggs, so I know which ones to eat and use.
And just let everybody know, he gave me a tray of them. So he had a tray here, another tray earlier. So, and that was full.
There's my next tray, the one I gave to Tiny T there.
So, all right. Well, so for anybody thinking about raising chickens that can't raise chickens, if you're in a small place in the city, don't have a lot of space, it looks like you might want to try quail eggs. So, anyway, appreciate it, Harold, for the tour and
No problem.
information on quail eggs. Tiny T Prepper signing out. Y'all have a good day.